possibly the biggest leak coming from EA Sports regarding FIFA in history has actually been released. It is actually the patent for EA Sports of what they have for FIFA. So Kurt first brought this into attention to me, and there is actually a link directly to it. That link will be in the description, and also the original person, I do believe it's him and his friend who found this out, and there will be a link to his channel and the video in the description. Also check him out. So of course this is absolutely shocking news. For you guys that don't know, a patent is just basically protecting other games from doing the same thing as them. But in the same thing, if you actually read through it, it does actually reveal extremely important details that a lot of us have been talking about, maybe things like pack locks, things like scripting, and now they have actually been shown in this patent. So I'm going to be showing you some screenshots. It's extremely long. It's a very long PDF file, all text, and it's just extremely long. As you can see, some images like this, but I'm just going to be picking out some main points. This only recently happened. I do believe it was around 2-3 hours ago when it was brought to attention by Kurt, and this video was actually published yesterday, but I do believe the whole FIFA community is going to react to this fairly soon, but I do believe I'm the first one going to be talking about it in depth. So I do believe it is a public thing, so EA Sports shouldn't really be removing this video or anything like that, but if it does, you can go and see everything over on Twitter. I will be tweeting it over there as well. So before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure you do subscribe. We are aiming for 23,000 subscribers, and I'm also going to be making lots more videos just like this one, also about Team of the Season, so you definitely don't miss them. So one first huge point that has been mentioned, I do believe this is the ultimate, for one of the first points that is actually mentioned in the whole PDF file. As we can see here, it mentions that software developers, I'm not going to be quoting directly, but you can read it here as well, the whole thing, if you like. It does say software developers actually make the game, so this is talking about scripting. They kind of like make things work in their favor to try and keep players as long as possible on the game and keep them coming back. So what this could mean, of course, scripting, if you don't know what that is, it's like giving an advantage to the opponent, or maybe even giving an advantage to you, and in this case it is giving an advantage to noobs, because if I'm talking about traders, stuff like that, who play this game every single day, you guys are going to be logging in on it every single day. So if EA Sports do give you something negative, like a bad game where there's lots of scripting, stuff like that, then of course it won't really affect you, because you're still going to be coming back every single day. But for someone else, maybe who's just a casual player, doesn't really play every day, what we would classify as a noob, if he of course gets a really nice game, he gets some nice rewards, then he's going to keep coming back to FIFA and then potentially spend some money. But because we're doing that no matter what happens to us, that of course doesn't apply to us, which leads to scripting to the opponent, who might not be that good, but they're still going to win because of things happening, maybe like your goalkeeper messing up, or passes not going in your favor, etc. So this is just proven right here. It does mention that the developers just want to keep the users on as long as possible, and of course, like I did mention, most of us that are watching this video play a lot, so it is just favoring the noobs. That is absolutely huge thing. And of course, some variables for this is the amount of coins you have, the play style, how much money you spend, etc. And also another huge thing, I'm only going to be talking about mainly 2 points in this video because I want to keep it short. There's also pack luck, and it does actually directly mention your pack luck does depend on how much money you spend on the game, how much time you spend on the game, and also your record. So all of these conspiracies about if you have a bad record or even no record, and of course if you don't spend a lot of time on the game, that will actually increase your pack luck. It is proven, as you can see right here. You can see it right now. If I just quote something from it, it does talk about predictions and apply to a user's activity to determine an indication of the user's expected duration of gameplay, and based on it, of course, then the probability of getting a better player will be judged. So as we can see here, this is of course just the tip of the iceberg. In my opinion, there's still so much things to be covered here, and I'm most likely going to be making lots more videos about this. I'm making this video extremely early. Most of the community do not know anything about this, so I'm going to be over on Twitter seeing what happens over there. I'm not too sure how everyone's going to react. Also, something that I came up with was maybe that in Top 100 and all of these pro events that we do watch, maybe the scripting is not applied, of course, because they don't want the same result of trying to persuade someone to play longer, stuff like that. So that's why I do believe maybe the gameplay for the pros, stuff like that, is a lot better, and that's why we don't see these problems. Also, keep in mind that this video was made just a few hours after this was released, so I do not have that much information at all. But make sure you do subscribe, because I'm going to be keeping you up with all of the latest news when we do get it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.